Hello, my Leo family. This is Barb at Mystic Door Tarot, and this is your weekly tarot reading for you, Leo, for August 3rd through the 9th. Thank you for joining me today. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. And please subscribe and join me each and every day for my quick glance daily readings. And thank you so much to all my subscribers and viewers for all your support for my channel. And always a reminder, these are general readings. Now for the Leos that desire a more personalized reading, click on my website link below. So let's get started and see what your cards are indicating this week. Now your last week's reading was pretty amazing for the Leos that are having their spiritual awakening. And what a wonderful time, because this is Leo season. Now I am going to bring the cards up much closer. There we go. Okay, now for this week, starting with your first card, Leo, you have the Queen of Swords. Okay. Now the Queen of Swords as an individual can most certainly be an air sign. This is actually Libra's card. So they like everything in balance. And this queen might be showing up this week to let you know what might be out of balance for you, Leo. The Queen of Swords could be some type of teacher or mentor in your life. Maybe someone you go to for advice, because you know the traits of this queen. She will always tell you the truth. She has great clarity of thought. She has a very sharp mind and a keen sense of justice and fairness. She will never sugarcoat the news. Now, for some Leos, this can be some kind of counsel, someone that's representing you. This might be in regards to a legal matter in your life, and you need some advice and representation. And actually, this is the perfect person to go to for advice because she gives it to you straight. Looking at the card here, you see the light just beaming off of the sword. That is very direct communication from this queen. And possibly the news that she gives you is going to make you start to think of things in a new and different way. And then look at all the butterflies swirling around. They represent transformation, Leo. This is the shedding of the old you, in order for you to become something more beautiful and free. And that might have something to do with last week's reading, Leo. It was a very powerful reading for the Leos that were ready to transform and go into the fifth dimension. Now, for some Leos, the Queen of Swords is showing up first for you this week, as you might be possessing some of the traits of this queen. And you might be called upon this week to help someone and give them advice, as they need to hear the news straight up, the truth, no sugarcoating. This will be for their highest good. And the Queen of Swords energy is associated with the fourth chakra. It's the heart center. The element is air. And this is the chakra of balance and love. Now, when this chakra is balanced, we feel harmony with the earth and able to feel compassion for our fellow human beings. We feel accepting and confident that we're loved. But when the heart chakra is unbalanced, we become very possessive and attached and clinging to the people and things that we love. We start feeling lonely, difficult to show love for others. Now, this here is a general reading, Leo. So for some Leos, you could be the one that's off kilter and out of balance. And then for others, you could be helping someone who is off balance and needs your direct communication to set them straight. Either way, the Queen of Swords here shows up to create self-awareness of the balance in your life. And this queen will always give it to you straight. Now, your next card, Leo, the Four of Pentacles. Okay. This card has an energy of being cautious, protecting your resources, setting up boundaries, saving your pentacles, your money. So when this card shows up, Leo, matters of security and control are at the forefront this week. For some Leos, you might have reached a point where you feel secure with your resources, but you don't want to chance anything. So you're holding on tight to what you have and refusing to move from your position of control. You want to keep the status quo, Leo. This could be protecting your money, your job, your home and possessions, and even your health. And at times, Leo, just sitting firmly may be exactly the right thing to do. But as you start to go further into the future, you have to decide whether you want to stay where you are or continue building upon your foundation. Now, the warning with this card is almost like a King Midas energy, where you're hanging on to your assets and going to extremes. And this certainly can indicate your life isn't balanced at this time. Now, the number 4 energy of this card signifies stability, structure, the practical parts of life, and being self-disciplined, Leo. But 4 can be an unmoving or static energy, refusing to change. The number 4 is the number of the heart chakra, which is concerned with your balance and love, the same as your Queen of Swords. So there's kind of starting to be a pattern with your reading this week. It's got to do with balance. And for some of you, you are out of balance. Now, taking a look at your next card, Leo, you have the major arcana cards, the Star. Now, first, when the major arcana cards show up in a reading, it's indicating change. And sometimes it's indicating that you need to change. Now, the Star card is an energy of hope and optimism. It's a healing energy. So it very well could be indicating to get more balance into your life, Leo. Some of you might be holding steadfast in a certain way of living or doing things. But looking closely at the Star card here, let's get a little bit closer. This card is very similar to Temperance. She's holding the 2 cups, balancing out the water. And then if you look here, the stars, the 7 stars surrounding her above, that's the 7 chakras and maintaining the balance with those chakras. Now, this card is associated with the 2nd chakra, which is the sacral chakra of change. This is where your hopes and desires live. And also your 7th chakra, which is your crown chakra at the top of your head. And this is how you connect to the divine. So, Leo, this is a very spiritual card being presented to you this week, indicating to connect more with your spiritual self. This is a card of hope and renewal, and it will give you balance, connecting with spirit, the divine. So it's really interesting that, as with last week's reading, but not with the same intensity, you're being directed to tap into your spiritual self. This is about paying attention to your intuition and spirit, source energy. Pay attention to divine guidance this week, Leo. And with the Star card, it is indicating to nurture the spiritual aspects of your life, Leo. Now, the number 17 of this card reduces down to 8. And spiritually, 8 represents cosmic consciousness. It is the number of abundance and strength. Now, your 3-card spread here adds up to number 22. This is a master number, Leo. And whereas master number 11 is more spiritual, the master number 22 builds things. It's often referred to as being the master builder. This number, as your numerology, is actually a sign from your angels that you're on the verge of attaining spiritual wisdom of the highest order, and that you're being called to share it with the entire world. Pretty powerful. Now, with your Queen of Swords showing up, this can be someone that will be coming in this week to give you advice and guidance, helping you to see the truth or clarity, possibly with your life purpose. And for other Leos, you might be possessing the traits of this queen, helping others in some capacity in regards to clarity, truth, guidance. Now, the Four of Pentacles can indicate that you're hanging on tight, keeping the status quo. But it is also a warning that you might be out of balance hanging on too tight, going to extremes, as the number 4 energy can be unmoving and refusing to change. And then the Major Arcana card, the Star, shows up, indicating change is needed in your life, Leo. This is a spiritual calling once again. But this is a more slow and easy tapping into your spiritual side. The Star is healing energy, getting your chakras right here all in balance. Your numerology is 22. It's indicating that you should be tapping into some very spiritual wisdom, a higher level than most. Now let's take a look and see which crystal your angels and guides have chosen for this week. Here we go. Okay, turquoise. Your angels and guides are indicating that it's time to balance out. What does it say right here, Leo? Balance. It's in regards to your throat and heart chakras. So your guides are telling you it's time to balance out all the different aspects of your life. Think about it, Leo. Have you been too focused on a single area in your life? This is what they're talking about. This is not a healthy way to be because it causes neglect in other areas of your life. And this is how you become unbalanced very quickly. So it's important that you try to recognize where you're focusing too much energy. And I do have a very small piece. This is the American Beauty turquoise. It's mined here in Arizona. Very expensive, and that's why this is a small piece. It's a great, fantastic healing energy. And get the cards back in focus there. There we go. I'll put it right there. Okay, so we're talking about if you're focusing your energy too much in one area. Now, this can be like if you're working too many hours, or if you're doing too much with your family and then not allowing any time for yourself, Leo. This can be if you're overeating or drinking too much alcohol. Whatever it is, Leo, know that the energy of turquoise will help you to balance it out. The energy of this crystal joins the earth to the sky and connects and balances out the masculine and feminine energies. That's kind of what you're seeing here. She's balancing out each side, masculine and feminine. And for some Leos, this crystal is indicating that it can help you to express yourself. Possibly how you come across to others, Leo, is why your angels and guides have suggested this particular crystal. It's associated with the throat and heart chakras. So it's really important in self-expression to remain positive and balanced. And the turquoise crystal is actually one of the crystals affiliated with your star card, Leo. It's used for general healing. It can help with creative expression, communication, public speaking. It helps to detox. It can help you with meditation, spiritual contact, the development of your psychic abilities. It just balances your masculine and feminine energies. And it can help you find your life path and destiny. Just many, many wonderful properties with this amazing crystal. Well, there you have it, Leo. I leave you with the message of the cards, but it is all within your own hands because you decide your own destiny, Leo. Thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to subscribe and help support my channel. Love and abundance to my Leo family.